go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the No Wins podcast. With me, I have.
Uh, Kamaro.
Joe Shiesty, aka By Rise of Ronin, aka Merchant T. Taylor.
Hell yeah. It's me, Kamaro, hashtag ArmmanPC, also known as Kiritsuga Emiya on League of Legends before they took my name away.
And me, Jordan. I just pulled my headset out on accident like an asshole.
Hell
We're
yeah.
back.
They
That's
took
okay.
your name on League of Legends?
Yeah, because remember they made non-unique
Riot
names
ID.
on League? Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
classic. All
You
right.
can get the name back.
Too much work.
So, did you guys know the Super Bowl happened?
Oh
No,
boy,
when did
do
that
I
happen?
know. I don't want to think about the Super Bowl, but I'm at the force to talk about it.
True.
You know.
The Super Bowl isn't for 12 months.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to think about it.
True. All right. So, our man, as a Niners fan, what did you think of this game?
We had the game until we didn't. That's just how every game goes, you know. Kind of just disappointing in general, really. Like, there's nothing you really do about it. I just hope that we don't have a depressing year. I think we had that once. I forget what year it was. It was either like, what was last time the Super Bowl? I think it wasn't
the last one of the Chiefs.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one right before that. I don't remember.
Ravens.
It was the Chiefs one. Yeah, we had like a depressing year after that.
Magic.
Yeah, so hopefully they all just don't fold this year, and we still have a good year, and
How about,
maybe make our way back.
What
But
about Jake Moody missing that kick?
half of it is to blame on him. Half of it is to blame on the fact that, guy wasn't blocked properly, and then was able to get his hands up all the way. It was still a low kick. He should be kicking that much higher, and we would have won. And there's been several games like that where we would have won if the kick just was good, which sucks. But what can you do about it at this point?
Enough. Merton, as an alleged Chiefs fan, what did you think of this game?
Alleged Chiefs fan.
That's an alleged Chiefs fan.
Money, my homeboy, did it again. Clinched the game when he needed to. Went out on a touchdown. Shout out to the 49ers for not knowing the rules of the playoffs.
Yep, that is embarrassing. Also, that
So
they
is
just
that
did
the-
not know the rules.
Is that the consensus now that they should have kicked the ball away?
I think so. I think that's what like the Twitter population is saying.
If it was fine if they went for the touchdown like they were supposed to.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Fair enough.
And it was also fine if the defense stopped Mahomes from running for a first down.
That also would have been good. Mahomes was their leading rushing carrier with 9 carries, 66 yards.
Definitely don't want to be giving up 66 yards to the QB in the Super Bowl.
No.
On the ground. But
Christian McCaffrey was both the leader in rushing and receiving yards with 80 each.
that doesn't surprise me.
Real tough game.
Yeah.
It sucked. It
Yeah.
sucked watching.
Jordan, as a fan of neither of these teams, not even allegedly, what did you think of this game?
I was pretty bored.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that, obviously, as like a 49ers or a Chiefs fan, I think you guys would probably be happy, obviously, if it didn't go the 49ers way, but it could have. I think probably most fans of those teams were okay with the game until the very end, at least for a little bit. But yeah, no, just objectively, that game was pretty boring.
started off kind of slow, but I actually thought as it went, it got more interesting. And I think this is only like the second ever Super Bowl to go to overtime.
It's something like that. I think it was second.
Yeah. With the new overtime rules, no less, and the Niners did not optimize their use of those rules
No.
at all.
No, I
Nope.
definitely. I was obviously. I think I said last podcast that I wanted the Chiefs to win, and that was true. I did want the Chiefs to win, but I didn't really care all that much. But then after, who was it? Kyle Juszczyk. After he said that they like weren't really sure what was going on in overtime, I was like, oh, they really deserve to lose this game. Like that's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, probably should have had more of a game plan to that.
Absolutely.
With that said, though, I thought it was a pretty good game. You know, it started pretty slow. It was a defensive battle. Niners special teams was doing well until they weren't anymore. And
Yeah,
when
that
they
drop.
stopped doing well, they were really not
Yeah.
doing well.
Yeah.
It was a game of just like a few errors that lost them the game. But, you know, that's what happens, I guess. I have no idea what it's like to have my favorite team in the Super Bowl, though, so I wouldn't know.
Always next year.
Couldn't
maybe.
imagine.
You know, not for the Jets though. He's talking about the 49ers.
They could both be in the Super Bowl.
They can.
Yeah.
That's a
All
very
right.
possible outcome.
So after the Super Bowl, as we all know, there is normally a parade that takes place. Kansas City, of course, had
There
a
was
parade.
definitely a parade.
There was a parade. Unfortunately, though, fun was not had by all.
Yeah, that's to say the least.
Yeah, there was an unfortunate shooting that some are speculating now after there's been 2 arrests today.
Yeah,
As of
just read
recording
that.
this, as of recording this, that it was gang related rather than, you know, terroristically motivated or anything like that. Very unfortunate. I saw one person passed. Obviously our thoughts and prayers are with the family of that person. Most unfortunate. What I really thought was interesting though is I learned there was a parade in Dallas that ended very similar to this.
A parade for For what?
For the
After the
Chiefs?
Cowboys, no, after the Cowboys
Oh.
won. So this was a million years ago, as you can tell. because
yeah,
the Cowboys won
almost
the
30
Super
years
Yeah.
ago.
Bowl.
Yeah,
That's why I think that's why we both got confused. We were both like, "Where's this going? Why?"
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there was a parade for the Dallas Cowboys when they had won their second Super Bowl against the Bills. So
Okay.
a million years ago.
yeah, a bajillion at this
Yeah.
point.
There was also violence that took place, and I think someone might have even died in that one too, but don't quote me on that. But the NFL should throw away that script. I don't like that script. Do not use it again.
Yeah, not a good script to use.
No siree, Bob.
I'm trying to find what you were talking about.
The Cowboys?
Is that the 93? It happened in 93.
Yep, that's it.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, they can throw that script away right into the shredder.
True, I agree.
I saw Tyler One almost went to that parade.
Yeah, Michaela actually was like on her way in traffic trying to get to it, and decided at like the last second to veer off because there was too much traffic.
Good thing.
So, yeah, definitely don't want a pregnant woman there.
True.
No, definitely not.
Nope. Speaking of pregnant women, though, did you guys know that there's a new Deadpool movie?
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
That's weird.
Isn't his girlfriend like pregnant in the second movie? Am I
is
making
she?
that up?
Was she? What?
I have no idea.
I might be making
barely
that up in
remember
my
that.
head. It's been years
I think
since
it-
I've seen that movie.
You might be making it up.
Making up your own movie.
All right, fair enough. Maybe she's pregnant in this one. Who knows? I know there was some time travel or whatever, but there's a whole trailer, but they didn't show that for the Super Bowl. They just showed like 3 seconds.
They didn't show the trailer?
No, they only showed like a teaser that was like 10 seconds, and it was like, go online to see the full trailer.
That is so unbelievably cheap.
You gotta get the word out.
All the trailers were doing that, though. Well, a lot of the trailers were doing that.
Kanye had a longer commercial. That's crazy.
All right, who's ready to watch a nice trailer?
I'm ready.
Very
Are we
good.
watching
Get in there.
Shrek 3?
Yep.
I don't think that's a trailer, Merton.
There's a Shrek.
There is a Shrek 3.
trailer.
I mean, there is a trailer for Shrek 3, but I don't think.
You know what? It's a bait and switch. We're gonna watch the Shrek 3 trailer now and react to it.
Oh, also, I guess the final trailer for Avatar is out.
No, we don't care about that anymore.
Yeah, no more.
I thought you were going to watch it.
No, we're not anymore. Because
Nope.
they came out and said they don't understand the source material. Speaking of not understanding, here we go.
It's been a challenging few years, for sure, but I'm happy. That is
Maybe she did.
because
Maybe she is pregnant. Who knows?
I'm the luckiest man alive.
I'm saying.
Make a wish, buddy.
He's the luckiest man alive. That's a dad.
Wait, Wilson? Who's asking? Whoa.
You guys seen Loki?
I have
Is that
actually.
scary?
This is related to Loki.
But it is for Disney.
Spoilers?
I mean, you gotta know it's required reading.
Hmm?
Why are you saying the MCU is built off of existing properties in which they establish a cohesive narrative? This one's built off of Loki. I don't know if you're familiar with the MCU. It was a little indie project.
It's a terribly run
Small project.
universe.
It is very badly run. You are correct.
Yes, but now their thing is the multiverse, and this is connected to Loki.
Doesn't matter, they killed the Hulk. Don't care anymore.
I wasn't unconscious.
They killed the
Who are
Hulk.
you? Why am I here?
They killed the Hulk.
When did they do that?
10 years ago. Wait, what year is it?
Wait a minute, hold on. Wasn't he in that She-Hulk?
This is your chance.
Terrible
I think.
that you would bring that up.
Oh, I think that he's saying they killed him in the sense of he's no longer, the Hulk.
I smell what you're stepping in, Sensei. Your little cinematic universe is about to change forever. I'm the Messiah. I
What?
am Marvel Jesus.
He's gonna save the Marvel Universe.
I mean, if it's gonna be anybody, it's probably gonna be Deadpool. I don't think
The
anyone
only
else can
movie
do
coming
anything.
out this year.
That's for the best. I think they.
Yeah, I think
maybe,
that is
maybe,
for the best.
are they finally figuring out that people don't want to see fucking 2 of these movies a year
Little
or
refocus.
3?
God, I love this part. Wait!
Oh, that's the guy from the X-Men movies, huh?
Yeah.
Fireman.
That's his
Fireboy.
name, Fireman.
Where's
There's that
Hugh...
other guy.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, I was just about to say, where's Hugh Jackboy?
You're just
Huge
standing
jacked
here
man.
making
All
me
these references, but none of the characters.
I'm actually okay. Thank you very much.
What do you mean, all the characters?
No Loki.
I mean, that's for the best.
I'm sure they'll be in there. I'm sure there's a whole lot of movie in there.
No Owen Wilson.
Spoil the whole movie in the trailer?
No, I doubt it. I doubt there was any movie in that trailer.
There's a lot of movie in that trailer. What do you
They
They showed off
mean?
not a lot of huge Jackman though.
Yeah, think of all the huge Jackman. Unless
Can you
he
get
shows up at the
replaced?
very end.
He shares
Right.
the name as well, and they barely showed him off.
Getting
Yeah.
replaced by Daniel Radcliffe.
That would be weird. They shouldn't do that.
Why? He's closer to the right height.
How tall is Daniel Radcliffe?
Not
5
as
foot.
tall as Hugh Jackman.
That's okay.
Isn't Hugh Jackman not that tall?
No, he's like 6
He's
foot something.
like 6'6".
considerably taller than Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine's like 5'2" in the comics or something.
He is 6'3".
He's
And-
He's a big
taller
boy.
than
No,
he's
yeah,
supposed to be.
he's a big boy.
And
He's a
Daniel
big-
Radcliffe is shorter than Sham.
How tall is he?
Not
He's like
tall.
5'5".
God damn.
He might be taller than Kevin Hart. Might be.
He is 5'5". I was right.
is anywhere from 5'3" to 5'6".
See, he's perfect for the role.
Exactly.
Short king.
Harry Potter meets Marvel.
Ooh, would he play Wolverine with or without glasses?
Gotta wear 'em.
Without glasses, but he still has a scar.
I think he should
okay.
just have like the Wolverine
Actually, I
outfit,
like
but
that.
talk like Harry Potter the whole time.
Yeah, just a straight British accent.
He's doing.
You know what?
Steve
I'm
stuff.
liking this the more we talk about it.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it sounded good,
Wolverine
honestly.
is Canadian. It's close enough.
Exactly.
That's offensive.
What do you...
They were a British colony once upon a time.
We were too, but I still
Yeah.
would take offense to that.
But we got rid of
But
them.
yeah, we fought our way out. They didn't. They just
Aggressively.
sat
Yeah,
around.
they gave up. That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
They gave up.
Britain was like, ew, Canada, no more. Get out of
Let the
here.
French have it.
Exactly. You'll be taken over by Quebec one day, they say. That's how it went.
Hate those French people.
Like French Canadians or French people proper?
Both.
I see.
What's the difference?
No offense to anyone who's French watching.
Yeah. He doesn't hate
Full
you,
offense.
anyone who's listening.
Yeah, if you're listening and you're French, I like you. But if you're not, yeah,
It's just
Yeah,
the
if you're
people
not
that are
listening.
like you.
No, if you're not listening, he hates you.
yeah, exactly.
Understandable. All right. Any more thoughts on Deadpool, by the way?
Or the
Since
French.
that's what we were talking about.
It's definitely a movie. I don't know. It realistically is probably going to be like one of the better, more recent MCU movies, but that's still kind of low bar given it's fucking
Yeah.
Deadpool. Haha, chimichanga, taco, little random XD.
Fourth wall breaking.
There was plenty of that shit in the fucking trailer.
True.
So yeah, I don't know.
Easily.
It could be interesting. More Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, you know, the same character in every fucking thing he does now.
This-
No offense,
Is he
Burton.
like
I know
that
you
in
like Free
Greenland?
Man. What was that movie called? Free Man?
Free Guy?
Free
I
Guy.
think it was Free
That's it.
Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Merton loved that. Merton loved that movie.
He loves Ryan Reynolds. He has a 50-foot poster of Ryan Reynolds from Green Lantern on his roof in his room.
Do you? I need to see
so
this.
The very first thing he can see when he wakes
He
up.
wakes up looking right in Ryan Reynolds' eyes.
Interesting.
This is not a denial, so it is true.
Yeah.
Just like it's true that Zack Snyder is your favorite director.
Fair enough. I'll take that trade off in lore. If it means that you have Ryan Reynolds poster. All right.
All right. Let's
So
get to
speaking of posters,
Uh-oh.
there have been some postings about firings. The biggest one, Steve Wilkes.
What are these
Carmel.
transitions?
Is that a big one? Is that really that big?
I think so. I mean, it was definitely like wall-to-wall news for like a solid day.
I still think Jimmy G is bigger than that, honestly.
I mean, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, true. All right, yeah.
I can't wait to stop hearing about Jimmy G.
It's
We
going to be a
might.
few years. We
I don't know,
might,
he
but I
might
still.
not end up on a team. You know what? Jimmy G has stumbled his way into this conversation. We're just gonna.
Yeah,
talk
you know what? We're
about
talking about Jimmy G now. Yeah, there it is.
And you stop disrespecting porn star Jimmy.
All right, Merton, you like Jimmy G so much. Tell us what happened to Jimmy G.
I don't know who that is.
All right, what happened to porn star Jimmy?
He was wrongfully employed. That's all I got.
To be fair, yeah, him being at QB is pretty wrongfully employed. So
He's supposed to be managing his OnlyFans account.
how does
I'm
he not?
gonna
Can you?
ask if he has that.
I
don't
was gonna
wanna
say,
know.
can you legally post on OnlyFans if you're in the NFL? Is there some like
Teams-
some type of contract? where
Teams
it, like, this allows
probably
you?
have something against it. There's normally an ethics clause in team contracts.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
You gotta ask Tyreek Hill.
I mean, he said after he retires, he wants to bust out his penis. So that sounds like There's an ethics clause to me.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like he can't do it right now because of something.
Good for Tyreek Hill. Anyway,
How
Jimmy
has
G.
Antonio Brown not done it?
Antonio Brown's too insane. You know what? He's so insane, he might not even be able to get it up without.
Honestly, he's done it
Viagra.
for free. I'm pretty sure he's posted stuff for free. So, you know what? Never mind. All right, back to Jimmy G.
Yeah. Yeah. Jimmy G. He was suspended for 2 games, or he will be anyway, for performance-enhancing substances. He's violated the NFL's policy, and he'll probably also be cut from the Raiders. Sometime
Why
soon.
didn't he do that before he lost the Super Bowl?
Maybe he did.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he was just so ass they didn't even bother to test him.
Does everyone get checked before a game like that?
I think it's random checks. I don't think they check the whole team, although I could be mistaken.
I feel like you'd be checking the entire team before like a Super Bowl on both sides.
Yeah, you don't
But-
want someone to just load up on PEDs before the game.
Is there a difference between PEDs and substances, or are they the same?
To my knowledge, it's just a turn of phrase,
Okay.
like whatever it is. I mean, they're not saying, but I do find it impressive that he was using substances and he still.
Yeah, it's just him of all the people too. Because he just kind of doesn't do good. He's got an arm, so maybe it's for the arm, but he's not very accurate. So
It's not helping.
That must have been it.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
if he
definitely
cut
didn't
back
help.
from the PEDs, he would have been better.
I still like your theory that it's Viagra.
Yeah, rock hard cock out there.
Yeah, the Ocho Cinco way.
That'll stop people from wanting to tackle him. They see it through his pants. They're like, oh, wait a minute. I want to sack that guy.
That's the porn star Jimmy we know.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of quarterbacks who suck, Daniel Jones. So
Did he get cut?
No, he did not. But a
Okay.
Giants fan wrote to the owner of the Giants, or co-owner, I should say, saying, "Hey, Jimmy, or not Jimmy."
Oh,
Daniel
Jesus
Jones.
Christ. Please do not put
No,
Jimmy
no,
G
not
and the
Jimmy,
Giants
not
in the
Jimmy.
same conversation. For the love of God.
But he wrote to John Mara, and he was like, "Hey, brother, Daniel Jones kind of sucks, and this QB class in the draft is pretty good. You should look into it." And John Mara replies, "I've read your letter, and I understand your concerns about the direction of the team. We'll certainly be studying quarterbacks in the upcoming draft, although I do not believe we're ready to give up on Daniel Jones." Joe Scone? Do you know, Jordan? That's the GM.
No.
Scone?
It might be Sean.
He was at the Bills before this. I don't know his name. And Brian Dable will make the final call on whether we draft a quarterback. We appreciate very much your many years of loyal support. Best wishes to you and your family. Sincerely, John Mara. So, Jordan, what are your thoughts on not being ready to move on from Daniel Jones?
I mean, as much as I don't love Daniel Jones, there's not too many clear options that would be like a what is the word?
Clear upgrade.
Like a consistent upgrade. Because Daniel Jones might not be great, but he's also he's not always bad. So there's still definitely something left in him. We just got to find a way to get the most out of him. I guess we're gonna keep him around. But yeah, this is the last chance. This is the last chance to make something happen, or he's probably gone.
Do you think they'll draft a quarterback later in the drafts? Like a Michael Penix? Someone in the second round?
I don't see why. I don't see what the point of doing that would be.
Case Jones sucks or he gets hurt again? Both?
I mean, if he gets hurt or he sucks, we're probably gonna have to look for a QB next year anyway.
Fair.
Why waste a pick now?
At least I'll
He's the
Saquon
guy.
back.
Will they have Saquon back?
He was injured when was he injured?
No, he was
Oh,
playing. Like I'm
he's-
not sure they're gonna sign him again. Is what I mean.
oh,
It was a 1-year
Yeah.
deal.
well, that's a good fucking point, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Giants are in some dangerous territory.
That's far more concerning than anything having to do with Daniel Jones.
True, actually, that
He
he
could
is
draft
probably your biggest weapon.
he'd probably draft just about anyone and make an improvement to the Giants.
But you just I would give away all our draft picks if it meant we got to keep Saquon Barkley, like, for sure. Maybe not all of them. That
All
was
of
a
them?
bit much. Yeah, that was a
Who
bit much.
are you giving
but
them to? I hand them out to all 32 teams.
Just
Here
give
you go,
him
guys.
away.
No one touch him. He's ours.
You can have the rest of the team too.
No line, no quarterback, just Saquon out there versus 11 other guys.
Yep,
I mean, that's pretty much what it
Saquon-
was.
Saquon snaps it to him.
exactly.
He was already fucking doing it, so you know.
True. You guys should have more Wildcat.
Mm.
You know, if you had snapped into Wildcat that one game against the Rams, you would have won. When you're going for the extra or the 2 points.
Yeah.
All right.
You live-
So,
I'll talk
Steve
about
Wilks.
Wilkes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll talk
go
about
for
Wilkes. My thoughts on it is it was very expected. I think halfway through the year, when he was in the booth and then being all of a sudden now he's on the field, I think they had a stern talking to him about what was happening with the defense, because the defense was really not that great this year. Up until, I don't know, probably like 60 to 70% way into the year was when it started to really turn up. I just don't think he was the fit for the job. I mean, I think he is good at what he does, just not the fit for the 49ers culture as a coach, if you get what I mean. Just
wasn't jazzed up all the time. Like Ryans and Sala jumping up and down. getting
yeah,
pumped.
he isn't. Yeah, it's hard to describe. It's pretty much like that. Just he just isn't that type of DC they need. Like a Ryans and like a Sala.
Have you guys
but-
hired a new DC?
No, they're still in the talks. Apparently, according to David Lombardi, they should be hiring one soon. It's saying soon.
Maybe
Next
you'll get
couple
Pete
days.
Carroll.
People want fucking Bill Belichick. I don't know fucking why.
That would be hilarious.
I don't want Bill Belichick. No
All right,
one wants Bill
Bosa.
Belichick for it.
Listen here. You're gonna shut up. You're gonna stop tweeting. You're gonna get your ass on the field.
But yeah, like I said, halfway through the year, I remember when we were watching, like, whoa, look, he's on the field. Like all of a sudden he's on the field, and like it seemed like they're even playing different now. I just
Yeah.
don't think he was the right fit for the job. Not saying that he's, like I said, not saying he's bad or anything like that. He's good. He's a good DC. I'm pretty sure you'll find somewhere good to go. You know, he went to the fucking Super Bowl.
I think what really hurt him was the fact that late into the game, when Shanahan called the timeout in the Super Bowl to adjust the defensive scheme.
Yeah,
Himself.
that was. I remember this. I remember that watching. I was like, oh fuck.
If I'm
Like,
the
he
head
was. You can
coach-
tell he was pissed as well.
Yeah. If I'm the head coach and I'm like an offensive guy and I need to change the scheme, it probably means like I could improve on that position.
Yeah. He doesn't have full trust like he did in Ryans and Sala. So
Yeah.
we're both great coaches. Shout out to both of them.
I hope he has a better year this year.
He will. I'm not too worried about Sala.
Just need Aaron Rodgers to be healthy. Merton loves Robert Saleh, don't you, Merton?
Yuck.
Whoa. Come on.
It's a father of 7 kids. How can you talk about him like that, Merton?
He is an Arabic god. Look at
Phillip
him. He's
Rivers?
chiseled.
He looks like what is it, Xerxes from?
Yeah, Xerxes
300?
from 300.
Yeah.
He does. He seriously does. It's crazy. It's like a 1-to-1. Fucking shout out Robert Saleh. He's probably pumping iron right now at 10
hope
fucking
so.
p.m.
He's supposed to have. I guess we can briefly talk about this. Woody Johnson said he's supposed to have more of a role in the offense this year. So maybe he'll say like, "Hey, Hackett, this game plan's stupid because the defense is gonna do this because I'm a defensive expert. Listen, you're welcome." Or something. I don't really know. I think the
He
offense
does
will be
know his
Aaron
defense.
Rodgers.
Probably. I
Aaron
imagine.
Rodgers just needs to be healthy.
Do we know if he's going to be ready for
Oh yeah,
week
he
1?
was ready this year basically.
He wanted to go play, but
Yeah, but he'll be very
Yeah, no,
ready for week
definitely a
one.
good idea.
Why
to
risk it?
To not
Exactly.
father time play. Definitely
Yeah.
a good idea.
But he should be good. He should be ready year one, week one. Do all his OTAs and whatnot. Like he'll be good. Just need an offensive line to keep him safe. Before we talk about offensive line, guys, though, AJ McCarron. Just a brief little mention of that. Former. I don't even know what to call it. I guess former Bengals, because this is the order in which it's being reported. Backup quarterback, didn't play any snaps because Browning did pretty well. Is returning to the UFL in the St. Louis Battlehawks, where he was the starter quarterback for them last year. As we know, we're all huge UFL fans here. We're very excited
love it.
for
I
this.
can't wait to watch every game.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
such a good
the
time.
Well, what was the team we got behind 2 weeks ago? What was that
We
team
love
name?
the Battlehawks, the UFL Battlehawks.
Oh,
No.
I was thinking of the not the Oilers, but the what are they called?
Roughnecks.
Yeah, the Roughnecks. That's a good one. I like the Roughnecks.
Gonna be great. But yeah, he is parting ways with the Bengals after riding the bench with the Bengals. And anyone else get fired?
Big bitch Mitch. technically.
True. Mitchell Trubisky cut from the Steelers.
Does it surprise anybody?
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. What about you, Martin? Does it surprise you? You shocked?
No.
Yeah, it's not a shock.
Yeah, you got benched from Mason Rudolph. It's not a winning
And Mason
formula.
Rudolph was a much better QB than he was.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see what the Steelers' offense can do now under the wisdom of Arthur Smith.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yep, their new genius
Uh,
offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith.
Do you think they're getting a winning season this year? Especially
mean,
with the
They won't have a
upcoming things
losing
we're
one.
talking about. That's a good point, I guess.
It's normally how it goes. We can talk about it. So Justin Fields.
Someone
the
would try
Steelers-
to.
Go ahead,
So-
Merton.
Someone tried to argue with me that Arthur Smith was a good offensive coordinator because of his time with Tennessee. And then, and add on to that, it said he was good because he had Ryan Tannehill looking like an MVP candidate. And I had to remind them that no, what happened was they had a healthy prime Corey Davis and a healthy AJ Brown
Rest in peace, Corey Davis.
with Derrick Henry having 2,000 rushing yards. He was nowhere close to getting MVP votes. Derrick Henry got one.
You know, if
Only one?
anything,
Yes,
it was
just
Derrick
one.
Henry and AJ Brown that made him look like not an MVP, but like an actual QB.
And his numbers were very
Davis.
basic in comparison
game
to other
manager.
people. Exactly.
He was managing the game.
Prototypical game manager, Ryan Tannehill.
Will he be able to replicate this with the two rumored quarterbacks to be headed to the Steelers? That being famous 12-bathroom owner Russell Wilson and Justin Fields.
Limited.
Unlimited.
Well,
Merton,
is Justin Fields still on the run?
Justin Fields has not been traded or cut or anything like
That's
that.
true. That's true.
He's alive.
Instagram says all though. Let's be real.
Yeah, Justin Fields has unfollowed the Bears on Instagram. and he has followed Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, and Jesse Bates III, all Falcons players.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious where he's going to go if that's
No,
the case.
Desmond Ridder is the QB of the future. They don't need Justin Field.
Yeah, just like Dak Prescott.
Someone picked the Bears in Madden and lost to the Falcons in the playoffs twice back to back.
Oof.
It was very hilarious.
Winner gets Justin Fields.
Only reason I say Dustin Ridder is the QB of the future is because I was also playing Madden in a fantasy draft, and that was the title they gave him because he won the Super Bowl and threw for like 5,000 yards.
I mean, they had a lot of weapons on that team. Arthur Smith just didn't want to use them. But Merton, as a Justin Fields truther that you are, what do you think of this move?
What move in particular?
Justin Fields going to the Falcons. 1, do you think that's what's going to happen? 2, do you think he'll find success there? And 3, do you think Justin Fields wants to be there?
I don't know. I forgot the second one.
Awesome.
The third one.
Do you think he wants to be there?
No, I know that. That's how I was gonna answer that.
Okay.
I think he wants to be where he's wanted. So that's how I got for that.
Do you think there'll be a winning team if he goes to that team?
Depends on if the offensive coordinator is good or not.
Who the fuck's their OC?
I don't even remember. I know that the Raiders hired the Bears' former OC, though. Like the one that they had this past season.
Falcons OC 2020. Zach Robinson.
Zach Robinson.
I don't know who the
The name sounds familiar.
He played for multiple teams.
Oh,
he
was
coached
with the
on
Rams.
the Rams.
Yeah. So he's coming with what's his face, their new head coach,
which I don't think is
Raheem Morris. I think is his name.
A great defense.
Yeah. That's okay. They were a great defense last year.
I don't know why he was picked up as their head coach when the Rams defense was average at best.
Because the Rams, or not the Rams,
they literally lost the game. Wait, hold on. Let me see this.
No, they almost lost to the Giants.
They did almost lose to the Giants.
They should have lost to the Giants.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Tyrod Taylor didn't throw the ball at Saquon's asshole, they would have won. So, following up with this though, Merton, do you think Justin Fields will be good in this situation? You know, lots of weapons, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London.
The weapons don't matter if the scheme is terrible.
This is true. Scheme was pretty terrible in Atlanta last time. The offense, what was he with their OC? What was he with the Rams? Was he like a offensive quality control guy or something?
I think he was QB coach.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe he'll know how to use weapons.
We're talking about Raheem Morris, or are we talking about
Morris was the DC with the Rams. They're
okay. Hired by the blah blah. Yeah, assistant quarterbacks coach. And then he became the quarterbacks coach. Or yeah. I'm right.
I mean, they definitely used a lot of things going on for Stat U Patford.
Stat U Patford.
I have never heard that one. I never heard that before. That's a good one.
If you need a really good year, you should try playing with Matthew Stafford. He'll allow it to happen. It's his special power. All right, so the other guy who's connected to a bunch of different teams, being the Steelers and the Falcons, Russell Wilson. Unlimited.
Unlimited. He's going to the Steelers. There's no way.
Jordan, as a huge Russell Wilson fan, what do you
Steelers
think of
want
this move?
Enormous.
Steelers fans want Justin Fields.
I'm sure they do.
I think a lot of teams need a quarterback. Probably want Justin Fields as well.
Yeah.
I was looking at betting odds. The Jets are somehow only like plus 100 or 1,200 on the betting odds for some reason. For
Aaron
Justin
Rodgers
Fields.
and Russell Wilson.
Did you see that? I wasn't gonna bring it up. Did you see Tannenbaum? Mike Tannenbaum was saying that the Jets should sign Russell Wilson to be their backup.
How expensive that would be? Is he
Yeah, that would-
stupid?
No, you can
Shit,
get him
you
for
know
the
what?
big
You guys
minimum
might as
because
well
the
fuck Jimmy G.
Broncos. If the Broncos cut him, he gets all of the money guaranteed.
Oh,
So you can sign him on your team for the league minimum, which makes him attractive to other teams, which is why I don't think he would want to play backup for the Jets.
yeah. I wouldn't want him as your. I mean, he'd be a good fucking backup. Let's be real. He'd be a good backup.
Yeah.
But like,
but we've already
I-
seen what he does with Nathaniel Hackett. It doesn't work.
Yeah, it didn't fucking work.
It's
No,
an
no, round
awful
two.
idea.
Run it back.
Yeah, running it back.
No, the fact that that man was an NFL GM once upon a time tells me I could not only be a GM, but I could be like a top 10 GM. Because I know not to make stupid moves like that.
The Jets
see,
are
I mean, that's
running it
probably
back
good.
and running it down. I love it.
Absolutely terrible. But yeah, where do we think Russell Wilson's going?
It's no doubt the Steelers at this point. It feels like it feels like Fields is locked in at this point now to the Falcons, especially with like the unfollowing and the
Yeah.
following. It's sort of too coincidental.
The interesting thing about that, though, is Vegas still has the Steelers at higher odds for Justin Fields, even after the following.
I don't know.
I mean, I think for Justin Fields, I think the Steelers would probably be a better choice. But
Yes, but you'd have to want to
That's-
go there. And the weapons
Yeah,
are definitely
exactly.
better, and their OC is arguably not as stupid with the Falcons. So if I were
Yeah.
Fields, I think I'd want to go to the Falcons.
yeah,
If I were Russ, I don't think I have a whole lot of choices.
no, he definitely doesn't
No.
have a whole lot of. And I'm still trying to. I'm still trying to figure out, like, would Russell Wilson really be that much of an upgrade over a lot of QBs, a lot of starting QBs?
He'd be better than Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I
That's
was
all that
gonna
matters
say,
for the
you need to
Steelers.
weight it against who the Steelers currently have.
Yeah, he'd be better than both of them, like, without.
I mean, yes, but they're both still young. I feel like you could probably. I shouldn't say you could get enough development out of them throughout the season to get them close to Russell Wilson. I don't think that's true, but I feel like it's almost, unless you are a playoff lock, I don't see a reason to sign Russell Wilson. Because
Maybe you could be. There are weapons on the Steelers.
yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is, unless you know for sure you're going to make the playoffs and you have a chance, I don't see a point in signing Russell Wilson when you can just continue to try and develop either Pickett or Rudolph. Because if you're not going to make the playoffs, then what the fuck's the point?
I think that depends on like how you view. Well, one, what your winning window is like. Do the Steelers think if they sign Russ and they get him to like a multi-year deal for pretty cheap because of the Broncos deal, like you get him for like, I don't know, 3 years for maybe like 10 million. It's an insane deal. But he might be willing to be a little bit more flexible because of how that's going. But if you can get him for really good and you think your window can be like 3 years, you can win. I could see the reason behind that. The other thing is you need to see or how they view Pickett. Do you think that you can develop him anymore, or does he just suck? Was it Matt Canada? These are questions that only really the Steelers front office can answer.
But that's exactly what I'm saying, though. Like, if you're willing to give Russ 3 years, would you not be willing to give, a younger quarterback 3 years to develop. Well, you know,
But Mr. Unlimited's been to 2 Super Bowls.
I mean, true, but what have you done for me lately?
True. I
Not
would
much.
point to the fact of how excited Broncos fans were when they signed Russ. Like, it
Yeah.
wasn't too long ago that Russell Wilson was considered an elite quarterback.
No, definitely a fair point. But I think we've seen more dramatic falls from grace than that.
Also true. But, I mean, if anyone can win with garbage, maybe it's Mike Tomlin. I mean, they both love the Lord. Tomlin's always got that cross necklace, and Russ is always tweeting about Jesus.
Yeah, no. I remember the last time we discussed this. Similar, but they're very different.
Yep. They'll go to Sunday service together. They'll talk game plan.
I'm sure that'll happen once and only once.
It'll be great. Merton, this one's for you. Are you ready? Mike Evans.
He sounds ready.
Oh, yeah. Mike Evans has not signed his extension deal with the Buccaneers. Do you think Mike Evans is leaving the Buccaneers?
As long as the contract talks aren't looking good, possibly.
I've heard reportedly they are far away from one another.
I would like to alert everyone to the fact that I am suspended off of Twitter. So I don't know what's going on.
How do you keep getting suspended?
I didn't do anything.
I think we all know.
He was
What do
tweeting
you
about
mean by
Jimmy
that?
G.
It's like the third time, right?
It's the second time.
Okay. More than once is still questionable.
Anyway,
I don't
so
do
Mike
anything.
Evans, do you think he's leaving, and what team do you think he goes to?
He's joining the Chiefs.
I knew you'd
All
say
right.
that.
Next question.
All right, Jordan, more practical. Where do you see a landing spot for Mike Evans?
I'm trying to. I really
What
hope not
team
the
can
Chiefs.
afford him?
The Jets. The Jets can have up to $60 million in cap space this year.
Wow.
I mean, I do love me some Jets suffering, but that would be I think I would
60?
like that. Assuming Aaron Rodgers actually gets to play football. Seeing
you
Aaron Rodgers with
imagine
Mike
that sort of
Evans
career, though?
would be cool.
Playing with Tom Brady and Aaron
And-
Rodgers.
No, that would be pretty sick. I'm actually kind of surprised that the contract talks are not going well, considering how good him and oh my god, Baker looked together.
I think
Yeah,
part
that
of
is
it
kinda
might
crazy.
be they let their OC go.
Hmm.
They just let him go off into the sunset to the Carolina Panthers.
Ooh. That's just actually, that's just the one thing I hope he doesn't do. I hope he doesn't just sign a contract for the money and go to some trash team.
The Chiefs can afford him.
How much cap they got?
Do you think the Chiefs... Go ahead.
24 mil.
I'm kind of wondering if the Chiefs will even learn a lesson from this. They still won with the worst wide receiver core that they've ever had. Do you think they even care?
I think they do.
They might not. They might just be like, well, whatever, we can put out fans out there and have them run a screen.
Put Taylor out there.
I don't think they'll want their quarterback to suffer any longer.
Yeah, no, I think Mahomes will definitely ensure that something happens.
Considering how much they saw Kelsey struggle this year.
Odell Beckham Jr. Well, actually,
What do you mean, bro?
he had the
He's the
resurgence
greatest tight
later
end.
on.
Hey, he's the greatest tight end ever to play the game. What are you talking about?
He
Tony
took his
Romo was
PEDs.
slurping him.
He took his performance-enhancing drugs.
I see.
I
Blue
don't
Chew
see
for
Mike
Taylor.
Evans getting a big contract because he's also old, though.
But he still hits 1,000 yards every year.
Let's say he's getting older, but he's
no Jerry Rice.
He has not slowed down at all.
Are you saying he's the next Jerry Rice?
Maybe.
He gets another. You literally can't do that. Jerry Rice is the most of your team's championships.
No, I was saying who are we talking about in comparison to Jerry Rice?
Mike
Oh,
Evans.
Mike Evans.
Oh, okay. No, I know. Why did I say who to Jerry Rice? I love Jerry Rice. What the fuck?
Feel like hooing Deion Sanders.
Prime time? Not me.
Yeah, who?
Hey, who's that? Never
For
heard of
shame,
Prime
it'd be like hooing Joe Namath.
That would be mighty disrespectful. That's the only
Hooing
good thing in
Zach
this whole
Wilson.
team's history.
Time.
Wow, not Aaron Rodgers, not
He hasn't played anything yet.
I think LaDainian Tomlinson. I think he went there. I don't
No,
know.
there are other good pieces of history. Jericho Cotchery. Who
Mark
else?
Sanchez.
No, not him.
Mark Sanchez.
Definitely not him.
Hey, he
What do
did
you
good that
mean?
one
He
time.
took y'all to
Santonio
the
Holmes.
playoffs.
I think Santonio Holmes took me to the playoffs.
Wow, disrespecting the great Mark Sanchez.
Brickashaw Ferguson.
To Brickashaw Ferguson. He is also crucial. Who else? Our offensive line was really good there. Our center was good. Mangold was his name.
Nick Mangold.
Yeah, Nick Mangold. He's
Why
really
didn't-
good. He wants to be our line coach, reportedly.
You should let him.
We
Did
should.
no one sign
should-
the
you should
Vikings
definitely fucking
offensive
let him.
coordinator?
Who?
Did no one want the Vikings offensive coordinator?
What does he do? I know Kevin O'Connell calls the plays.
That's unlucky.
I guess not.
Just
Ugh.
throw it to Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison.
Well,
Yeah,
he
there
was
are
gone
a
for
good
like,
piece of history for the Jets, but none of them won it all. Besides
he
Joe
was
Namath.
gone for half the year.
Speaking of scoring and winning in the Super Bowl, did you guys know that Mecole Hardman is the second ever player to play on the Jets and score a touchdown in the Super Bowl as a wide receiver?
You know, it was funny. I remember when you said, of course, it was Mecole Hardman
Yep.
when he got the touchdown.
Yep.
Who was the first?
The first was in Super Bowl III. It was
Oh my gosh,
Jesus Christ.
Matt Snell.
that's a very long time ago,
Yep.
to say the least.
Yep. Mecole Hardman joining an elite squad of one other player.
Honestly, that's a pretty good elite squad right there.
Yeah, no, the Jets ground and pound the whole game. They just ran the ball. That's how they won. Elite quarterback
yeah.
Joe Namath.
What was I gonna say? It still pains me. I don't really think about it. I don't have fucking. Wasn't that the same exact play that they did to the Eagles as well?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
To Mecole
Ugh.
Hardman, too, I'm pretty sure.
Ugh,
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
don't fix it.
Mecole Hardman better get the extension and bonus. Just for him to go completely dormant in the whole regular season.
The Bosa theory.
True. Alright, so let's see here. We got more firing, or more trade speculation, I guess I should say.
Plenty of that.
Oh, yeah. So Brandon Ayuk has reportedly been talking negatively about the 49ers. His girlfriend
Love to see it.
has also reportedly been talking negative about the 49ers. His
Also love
best
to see it.
friend has been negatively talking about the
Jeez.
49ers, saying, "Wait, you're going to see when we leave," or something like that, or "That's why we're leaving." He said some dumb shit like that.
Any word from parents? Nothing?
Might as well call them in too. Alright, man, do you think where there's smoke there is fire? Do you think Brandon Ayuk is a trade candidate?
Fuck no. He's staying.
Do you think this is all
It's
just
still crazy
leveraging?
that they're all. It's leveraging. It's crazy that they're all fucking yapping, but like, yeah, we get it. You know, like, oh, like, I get. It's probably half due to being pissed about the Super Bowl, and also them wanting more money, right?
Mhm.
But like, It's just yap at this point. I'm not thinking anything about it, but it's still like, oh, trashy, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm just trying to pressure them for money.
the 49ers are very known for being hard asses when it comes to that. So good luck. Because Bosa missed reps because of it. So
True. Maybe if he had that summer training, you guys would have had more sacks.
or what? Oh, more sacks.
More sacks, not more sacks.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
Is Nick Bosa married?
married to the game.
Married to the
He's
game.
having sex with the game.
I have no idea who's. He's definitely not married. No, he's not married.
Who is Nick Bosa's girlfriend? All about Lauren Manor.
I don't know who the fuck this is.
She has a low-key relationship, so says People News.
Thanks, People News.
Thank you, People News. Well, perhaps she is the game. Anyway, Samuel Howell, Washington Redskin Commander football team quarterback this past year.
Aren't they changing their name again?
Yes, which is why
They
I'm gonna
are?
add a fourth name. Yes.
The
Not this year, I don't
Commanders.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to change their name again, the new ownership
To
said.
what?
They haven't said yet.
What
I've
the
heard Red Hogs rumored.
Ugh.
Red Hogs?
Yeah, back in when they were last good, their defense was called the Hogs.
I don't.
Yeah, just go back to the Redskins. Who cares?
Just stick with Commanders or
No, go back
Redskins.
to the Redskins. No one actually cares.
You know what? Just be a Washington football team. I don't care anymore. Just be a Washington football team.
You just be the Washington Monuments and just call it done.
Yeah,
True.
why not?
Just call
That'd be
it.
a fine name. Just be the Monuments. Like what?
Killer of the football.
Wait, is there actually a
community.
team? Is there a team called the Monuments right now?
There's the Nationals.
Okay, well then yeah, be called the Monuments. What's so hard about that? Like have just a big Washington monument on your helmet, you know?
Big
be sick.
phallic symbol. Everyone will be afraid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
be
Sam
tight.
Howell, he's reportedly drawn interest from the New York Jets front office. They're
Uh-oh.
high.
Dude, are you
on
guys
him.
just going to trade for and or sign everybody? Is that what's going to happen?
I guess so. Being connected to everyone.
Hey, 60 million is a lot of fucking cap.
Related
I mean, it's
to
the
that,
off season. It's the time for rumors. Go on, Murray.
Jamal Adams is hinting at a return
No!
to the Jets.
He's a bum. Do you really want me to talk about Jamal Adams?
What do you mean? He's coming back to the Jets.
No, he's not. He burned every single bridge on the way out, bitching and moaning, trying to get out of the Jets locker room. And now that they look like they're good, he's coming crawling back because he sucks cock at the game.
And in real life.
Yeah.
In game.
That's why he wears so many armbands. His arms
the
are
passion.
tired from the cocks.
Wow.
No,
Tell
Jamal
them how you
Adams
really
sucks.
feel, Sam.
I don't like. He's a locker room cancer. We don't need him back. He wouldn't work in Saleh's system anyway. His production has been down since we traded him. Good riddance. I don't need him. If he wants to come back to New Jersey, he can pump my gas.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say you can go to the Giants. I was going to say he could stay
No,
his ass somewhere
no, he
else.
can pump some gas.
Wait, you have people pump your own gas there?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's illegal to pump
What
your own
the
gas here.
But why?
Probably so that they can keep employing gas attendants. It's pretty nice in the winter, though. I will admit.
It is nice.
You get to stay
So-
in your nice warm car.
How does it work?
You pull up, the guy comes
Uh-huh.
over, you say, fill it up regular, please. You hand him your credit card, he puts it in the thing, he does the thing, he puts the gas nozzle in your car, and there you go. And then
That's
he
so
comes
weird.
back, takes it out, you say, I want my receipt, and you say, thank you, and then you drive away.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine it.
yeah.
It's genuinely like almost no different than like going to a drive-thru at a restaurant.
Yeah, basically. Have you ever been to Sonic? Is that a thing on the West Coast?
We just got one, but I've never been to it.
Okay, so I don't know if they do it
You're not-
anymore.
you're
I
not
think they
missing that
stopped
much.
in like 2020, but they used to have their waitresses and waiters on roller skates, and they
Oh.
would roller skate up to your car. It's kind of like that, but without the roller skates. But
Yeah,
that
maybe
would
get
be
roller
more
skates.
interesting. I think
Can we
Jordan.
get them on roller skates?
Yeah, I think we should invest in some land, get a gas station, and put our attendants on roller skates.
I like this idea.
Huge investment idea. All the listeners, if you want to get in on the ground floor on a huge new economic idea, hit us up. All right,
Oh.
so
That would suck though. Falling in the winter? That would suck.
no, we'll have ice skates for that one.
Oh. Huh.
Is that Mario?
Wait a second.
Lopez. So Sam Howell, he in his first 10 starts was actually pretty good. I have some stats in front of me. He had a 67% completion ratio, 249 yards per game average, 17 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. After those first 10 games, the last 7, he was pretty ass, though. No idea what happened or why, but from this move, if this rumor is true, it sounds like the Jets are trying to solve both competent backup quarterback and quarterback of the future all in one sort of thing. And I'm concerned about that.
Yeah, you don't like that?
I mean, it could work. I mean, anyone's better than Zach Wilson, but I'd kind of just like to have a competent backup.
That's fair.
But I mean, if it works, like it'll look like genius, absolute artistry happening in the front office. But if it doesn't, it'll be like, all right, good work, guys. We had Zach Wilson and then Sam Howell. Way to go.
I think if they're going to do that, they need to do it as quickly as possible to get him as much time with Aaron Rodgers as he can
Yeah.
before the season starts.
Yeah, it would probably happen before the draft happens.
Yeah. I just think the longer it takes to happen, the less likely it looks.
I could see the Washington football team commander Redskins giving up on him though, and just being like, all right, you can have him for like a 5th. I mean, that wouldn't be so bad. Although they're more competent guys that are just out there for free. Like Gardner Minshew's just out there. He was only on a 1-year deal. So I don't know. It's a hard choice.
How old is Gardner Minshew though?
He's getting up there now. He's 30 something, I think.
Yeah, I think he's 27
Oh, he's
actually. He's
27.
not
Yeah,
too
I was
old.
like, Jesus
I thought he
Christ.
was way older than that.
I was like 31. Since when?
I thought he was. I mean, it feels like he's been everywhere.
I think it's because just Sam Howell is just turned 23.
Yeah,
Right.
he's young and he has potential, is why I think they're
Yeah.
trying to do that. The issue I have with that, though, is they tried the same thing with Zach Wilson, and there was no backup quarterback in between. But Zach Wilson's
Yeah, but
like
you have Aaron
historically
Rodgers. So you have Aaron Rodgers right now, so he, at least Sam Howell in theory could,
bad. Yeah, we just need
do something.
Rodgers to actually play all 17 games,
Yeah.
which was the issue. But I mean, like, if it works, it's
He actually
genius.
went 0-17 on that front.
We sure did. So maybe like the inverse will happen now. We'll get a whole, what is it, 20 games? If you get the first seed. It's 20 games if you get the first seed, right?
I have no idea.
I think my math was correct. I'm not going to check it, though. I'm implying that they get to the Super Bowl.
You can check in editing.
True. Aaron Rodgers is a very good quarterback, and I can't wait to maybe see him play.
The Jets will make it to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
I agree.
Mm.
I sure hope so. I don't think I can live with anything else.
how far are we on all the cuts? What about, did we get here?
I
What
think there
about
might be some
David?
other ones. Yes, David Bakhtiari. True.
Yeah,
Because we were going to talk about offensive line. So-
true.
David Bakhtiari. I'm gonna first share a completely unsubstantiated claim that I read today about David Bakhtiari, that he was secretly faking all of his injuries so that he could get cut and put onto the Jets.
Sounds right to me.
So, for those unfamiliar, David Bakhtiari is very good friends with Aaron Rodgers. They constantly talk on Twitter. He's been posting little snippets or tidbits implying that he would like to be on the Jets. The question is, are the Jets interested in David Bakhtiari? I made some notes so that I would actually remember about Bakhtiari, about his before and after his injury. So Bakhtiari was injured these past 2 seasons. He had an ACL tear. He went to a surgeon. The surgeon was like, "Here you go, you're all fixed." Turns out it wasn't all fixed. He had fluid in his leg. This prevented him from fully recovering, and he wasn't able to play this season. He just got surgery this season from a good surgeon, allegedly, that fixed up his leg. Before that, though, he was playing at a Pro Bowl level. The only person he was really behind was Trent Williams.
Sounds right to me.
So the Jets might be, like, depending on what sort of deal he'll take, because if he'll take, like, a friendly deal because Aaron Rodgers is his best friend, he might be completely sufficient to play left tackle.
Whoa, what about picking up the Chiefs left tackle?
He can be depth. I said I want depth. I want every depth I can find. I didn't say he was starting, though. David Bakhtiari has the chance to start, though. Before his injury, he was very healthy. He wasn't out before the ACL tear. But since then, he's been good. Or before that, he's been good. Since then, he's had an issue. But allegedly, it's all fixed with the surgery. I think it might be okay to take a flyer on it. What do you guys think?
He hasn't played a full season since 2019.
Yeah, it's when the surgeon ruined his life.
If he plays up the stuff, maybe. Sounds like it could be a real steal, right?
Yeah.
I prefer the Jets suffering.
That's a terrible thing to say to me.
It
It helps me sleep
definitely
at night.
sounds like a steal. If I was a Jets fan, my only concern would be if he's not fully recovered and then he goes down, and then because he has to, a backup has to play, something happens to Aaron Rodgers again, God forbid.
Yeah, that would be really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I still want to draft a lineman, regardless of what happens there. But I think, like, having Bakhtiari come in and compete for the job is a very safe thing. We can get him on, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, a $3-4 million deal for, like, a year.
Yeah, no, definitely. If you can get him super cheap, it's definitely like a no-brainer. Just to have him in competition, just for the other linemen.
I think that would be good. Even then, like, his mind is probably still elite. Like, he can explain to younger guys, like, here's how to adjust to Rodgers' protection when he makes this call and that. Because he's played with Rodgers for years.
Yeah.
So I think he would be useful for those things. So if I were Joe Douglas, I'd definitely try to make that play once he's cut from the Packers. Which it is looking like he will be a cap casualty, because it is cheaper to cut him than to keep him.
Just
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, and they looked alright without him.
They sure did.
Yeah, they did have a good year. They
Which
really
I
did
find
have a
that
good year.
rumor even more funny, that he was pretending to be hurt when he could have been playing for, like, a playoff team.
Yeah.
I don't want to play with these bums.
Yeah, get me out of
I
here.
miss Rodgers.
All awful. But yeah, if the money's right, I think that's the play.
Yeah, no,
Speaking of
definitely.
playing, do you guys know that Call of Duty is coming to the Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass?
I'm not surprised. I'm pretty sure they talked about it when they were first trying to acquire Xbox, or when they were like, yeah, we acquired other way around. When we acquired Microsoft, other way around, Activision.
Yes, that one.
When they acquired Activision.
Yes,
Uh,
there was an internal town hall, and they discussed this.
Honestly, I'd be willing to pay that like $10 for that first month of COD just to check it out. Be like, okay, this is not for me.
Can't wait to see the
Every
player
year.
drop off for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely going to be a negative, I think, for COD on PC.
I don't think I'm going to be affected by it much, honestly, because of skill-based matchmaking. Probably won't see any of those people anyway. So
True. Okay, they're talking about it now. They're talking about it. I mean, saying nothing.
Whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of yapping.
I don't know. What's the next one? Treyarch?
Yes.
October?
Yeah. Launching in October, allegedly.
actually, no, I think it'll probably hurt their sales. I think.
Oh, 100% will.
I
At least on
hope so.
PC.
No, I think even on console, I think a lot more people either already have Game Pass or would be more willing to, like you said, pay 1 month for Game Pass just to try Call of Duty and be like, oh, yeah, no, not for me. Not this one.
Game Pass
I'll wait.
sales.
That I don't.
I mean, if they get 6 times the Game Pass sales, they've made at least like 1 copy if it's the $10 one.
Yeah.
So Merton, as a huge
Yeah, how do you...
Knicks fan,
Who?
you're a huge
you're a
Knicks fan. We were just talking about them. Since the last time we discussed the Knicks, I've noticed that they've been losing a lot. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't know. As the
Knicks
person
bad.
closest to the Knicks, you could tell us.
I think not. I think Jordan might be.
Am I?
Might be geographically the closest to the Knicks.
Possible.
Anyway,
Well,
they're
all I
they've been
can tell
losing a
you
lot.
is, like I told you, all these teams are trash.
Every team.
Yep. 90% of the teams in the league trash. And I posted in here the NBA salary cap.
It's very interesting that they're all in the negative.
What are the rules for the NBA salary cap, Merton? Can you regale us on this?
Don't
I
be
can-
in the positive. That's the only rule.
I cannot tell you, but I can tell you that there is a luxury tax where you can overpay to keep your team, and it's not being used well.
So what happened? Like, does this money eventually come due? Because I see that the Boston Celtics are negative $51 million. Are they gonna owe that at some point?
Well, as Tua Truther said, the cap space in the NBA is a myth.
Yeah. From what I've always heard about it, pretty much is a fucking myth.
How do they get around it?
What they do is they determine how many players they actually. Okay. So imagine it's the Jets, right?
Okay.
Now, who on the Jets do you really want to make sure you have on your team going forward in the next, let's say, 3 years?
Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner.
Okay.
J.J. Tucker.
So what they do is they only pay those 3, and the rest of the people on the roster get minimum deals or something like that, just to have a roster on the team. That's how the NBA constructs their teams.
I see. And does
Or at
playtime affect that? Like, if the guy that's kind of underpaid, like if he starts playing a bunch, does he get paid more or?
No, the NBA contracts are performance based.
Okay. So yes, he does.
No, it's way more. It's like, do you have an all pro? Do you have
All
All Star
NBA?
for France? Yeah, All NBA. All NBA for appearance, nomination, win, whatever.
I
An
see.
All Star award, an All Star appearance. Did you win the dunk contest? Did you win the 3-point contest?
Okay, I got you.
Stuff like that. Those type of incentives. Did you play 65 games of the season?
Yes.
Did you win MVP? Did you win Defensive Player of the Year? Did you win Sixth Man? That's the kind of way you get paid. You can't just be on the roster and score 5 points a game.
Okay, I got you.
So once again, it doesn't exist.
True. Thank you for
Oh,
this
this
lesson.
was also the last one was cut off. There is a team under this Clippers team that is 88 million in the hole.
Is it the Warriors?
Was it the Warriors? Let me see.
Lakers.
It was the Warriors.
Yeah, I was about to say it's got to be the Warriors. They have expensive people.
Let's talk about the Warriors contract. Steph Curry is making 51.9 million this season.
That is so crazy.
Klay Thompson is making 43 million. Chris Paul is making 30 million. Andrew Wiggins is making 24 million. Draymond Green is making 22 million. NFL players wish they could.
It's a lot of cash.
A lot of people on NFL rosters.
Yeah,
And
a lot of
Steph
money.
Curry's contract is guaranteed. Well, most NBA contracts are guaranteed. Well, most of it is guaranteed. Some people have some injury incentives. Not the Warriors. They're getting their money.
That's good. So speaking of getting their money, did you guys see that Low Tier God was presenting at the Streamer Awards?
Hell yeah! It's actually, you know what? As bad as he is as a person, it's cool to see that.
What do
Very
you
creative
mean?
with his insults.
He's a very wholesome individual. He wants you to keep yourself safe and love yourself.
You should love yourself now.
Now,
Yeah, he presented best fighting game streamer, I think is what the
Wait.
award name was.
According to yesterday on r/YouTube drama, Low Tier got exposed as a low tier groomer.
What?
huh? No.
Hold on, we gotta substantiate this claim. What do you mean? Wait, where's the proof? We can't just call people groomers without proof.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
according.
let me see the dog.
I didn't say what.
I get it.
Wow.
Exposed.
No one else? All right. I'll take it. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah,
I said
got it.
wow.
I don't even really know who Low Tier God is, honestly.
He is a personality on Twitch who gets really angry at people when he plays his video games.
Gotcha.
Also, like he's a known shit talker like in the fighting game community, and then he fought somebody like in a game and just straight up lost, and that was like his magnum opus.
He tried to fight them in real life after.
Nice.
Was that true?
Yeah, because it was at a in-person event.
That's funny. What a
He
guy.
also pees in water bottles because he doesn't think he belongs in toilets. I think he poops in the water bottles too, but don't quote me on that.
Oh,
How
that's
does that
interesting.
one work?
I don't.
Actually, how does that one work? I need to
Maybe
know.
He just presses his butthole
That-
up against the water bottle.
I mean, what is he? He's only got diarrhea?
Maybe with all the water he has.
All right, so I'm reading through this. Yeah, I already don't want to read anymore. Someone,
What
I'm
happened
gonna
with Low
share.
Tier God?
I posted it. Wait, hold on.
You're supposed to regale us.
It's a lot of things here. It's an hour long. I actually can't get through this.
Well,
I
give
only looked.
us.
I only looked for this because you wanted to talk about low tier god just now.
So
Uh,
you're just making claims on his soul.
I'm not making any claims. I said I
Okay.
said before I even started, according to Reddit/YouTube drama. It's not me.
Low Tier God
So
was allegedly 29 years old and he met a 17-year-old at the park every single day.
hmm?
That this is what happened. He met a 17-year-old at the park. It's a 29-year-old man.
What were they both doing at the park?
Beating each other at the park.
They were practicing the strings.
Ignoring the grooming, LTG is a transphobic, homophobic, racist piece of.
Hey, whoa. He's actually rescinded those comments, actually. Believe it or not. Like, he's actually full on rescinded those. I'm being honest. He seriously has. He has no
Not
comments of trans people or gay people anymore.
Not to mention, dude sucks at games. I'm literally higher ranked in Street Fighter 6, and I'll never call myself a pro.
What rank is Low Tier God in Street Fighter 6?
I don't know.
Is there an
I don't think.
op.gg for Street Fighter?
I don't feel like anyone still plays that game.
You might. But they don't have Urian in that, so.
Let's
That's his
see
main.
if he plays Street Fighter.
According to this, he's master rank. I don't know how high that is, but he is. Let's see.
He doesn't keep his VODs.
He is literally the highest rank.
Oh,
Master
pretty
is
good,
the
huh?
highest. Yeah, I think this guy might be slandering Low Tier God. This comment that you were reading, Merton. Or I suppose it's libel since it's written.
Well, hopefully someone takes legal action.
Yeah, go get him, Low Tier God. Not for the grooming thing though. Just sue him for saying that you're a low rank.
Bro's racist to his own race. I did see that, and it was actually hilarious.
I think Low Tier. I said this years ago, but I think Low Tier God is largely a persona that he plays. Like, I think some of it's true. I definitely think like he's a weirdo, but I think he definitely plays it up on stream, like how big a weirdo he is.
Why is this muted? I don't have. Oh,
what music?
so how did you feel when the crowd booed him?
I mean, not all heroes wear capes. They're booing because he was right.
Was he though?
I fault that. That's a good one. That's a good reference. That's a Hannibal Buress reference. Yeah, no, I have no cons LTG now. I think mostly it's always been a fucking act and people fed into it. But I mean, partially it's
He's
sort of like the
still on
Kanye
Twitch.
thing. It's the Kanye thing where it's like half an act but also not really an act.
Right.
But
He probably
still
needs
half
some
an
help,
act.
but
Yeah, he definitely needs a little help.
I
But
like that whenever he works out, someone says he has little legs.
does. Skips leg day every time. He's playing Tomb Raider 5 days ago. Good for him. Branching out, seeing new games.
whose tunes he's reading?
Who was it who played Lara Croft in the movie? Was that Angelina Jolie?
The new one. I don't remember her
No,
name. It's like a
the
British
other
woman, but
one.
Angelina Jolie was the old one. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that new one didn't come out, I don't think.
Huh?
No, it definitely came out.
Are
yeah,
you
wait,
okay?
what?
It
yeah.
did? When did that
Yeah,
happen?
it did. Yeah.
A long time. Are you
Did
okay?
it do well? Wait, what are we talking? Oh, 2018. Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a British woman. I think it's
That would make sense.
it was sort of it wasn't like it was more so trying to be like the Square Enix games
Mm-hmm.
and not like the triangle boobies ones.
That's not Laura Croft.
Yeah, real women have triangle boobies. Learn to accept it. Yeah, I had no idea this movie came out though. Did it do well?
Oh, I have no idea. Probably not.
Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes has 53. Audience score is 55.
Yeah,
See
so
what a
yeah.
video game movie does.
Similar movies are Assassin's Creed, Fast and Furious 9,
Dude.
Uncharted. That makes sense.
I completely forgot about Assassin's Creed movie with Michael Fassbender.
That movie is awful. That might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Really?
So
Oh
that
yeah,
means
it's
you
so
enjoyed
bad.
So that
I saw
means-
it with Kimberly in theaters when it was out. Awful. The worst.
I thought that movie was gonna be bad.
So you enjoyed your time. You got your money's worth.
What are you implying with that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean
What?
by that?
Are you
I'm
okay?
asking you. What do you mean? It was a terrible movie.
So that means you enjoyed it.
No, it wasn't even that kind. It was boring. It was like 2 hours of nothing happening.
Like you stated multiple times that you only like bad movies.
I didn't say I only like bad movies. I said I like bad movies, but it was really bad.
It was too bad.
It was too bad, even for me.
You should tell
It
the
was
director of that
It
movie
was
to
too
make
bad.
a Pokemon movie.
Yeah, it was almost 2 hours long. It was 1 hour and 56 minutes in which nothing even happens in it.
Yeah, too bad that guy died.
Spoiler?
Jeremy Irons?
Who?
Oh. No, never mind. I was talking about Too Mad.
Oh. Wait, he died?
Oh.
I thought he had like some drama or something. Is that what you mean?
Oh no, he straight up died. Yeah, he died.
He
Yeah.
died?
Yeah, Too Mad. Yeah, Too Mad.
Wow, yeah,
I-
he did. February 13th. Rest in peace,
I
Too
keep
Mad.
I keep trying to say fucking Too Mad or Too Bad. Oh gosh.
It's
I
too
thought
bad
somebody-
that Too Mad is dead.
I could have.
It really is.
Somebody said something about it.
Yeah, I was
thought-
surprised we didn't actually have it in the docket. I was kind of a little
Yeah,
surprised.
for real.
I mean, the only
missed
thing
it
I
when
would
I
have
go through, I
done
guess.
was put Belle Delphine in there, but
Huh?
you don't know. But
No, I don't. I don't want to know.
there's
Yeah, he had a thing with Belle Delphine for a little bit.
well, when after like a couple hours of him trending, Belle Delphine started trending because people thought they were together.
I thought they had a group suicide pact.
That's what I was gonna ask if they committed group suicide.
No, apparently he died of ketamine and fentanyl overdose.
Master Yoda.
And it was apparently filmed by his Discord admin friends.
Like he was in a voice call with them and they
Yes,
recorded it.
voice call,
Oh.
webcam, everything. They have video of him fucking tripping out.
Did you see the
before he
video?
That's
fell
some
asleep.
shitty friends. No, I don't go and look for people dying.
No, I wasn't.
I mean,
talking to you.
I saw the video of him tripping out. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure he wasn't streaming that?
No, this was all recorded via his Discord friends. Like,
Because he was
Yeah.
apparently dead for like a couple days.
yeah, no, they had the video. They weren't sure if he was out or not, but they had the video.
Mm. So, Sam, you legitimately didn't see. Imagine dying on Overwatch. I mean, imagine being dead on Overwatch. The last thing you do before you die is playing Overwatch, something like that.
It's terrible. No, I thought I saw like he was in some drama recently.
And
I
he
didn't-
was in queue for 4 days.
I mean, there was drama. after it came out, someone alleged the fact that he was like a grooming pedophile as well.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
just like
saw.
every person on the internet apparently is one nowadays, which is crazy, right? But yeah, that came out because of him dying. Like, oh, we can finally talk about how he's a grooming pedophile. But
I should have talked about that beforehand.
yeah, apparently the guy there's weird things about
NDA?
the claims. Yeah, there's really kind of weird things about the claims.
You can't NDA illegal activity. That's not allowed.
What do you mean?
You can't make someone sign an NDA to not tell the police something that you're doing.
Oh
is
yeah, I
illegal.
know, I know.
Like, that's not allowed. that would be a very clear loophole.
What stopped people from using loopholes?
The fact that it's not one and it's not a legally binding contract. You can't make people agree to break the law.
What's really legally binding?
Well, normally it's notarized and agreed upon between two parties and mitigated between a lawyer.
I have my fingers crossed.
That is not a legally binding.
Fingers crossed.
Speaking of cross,
Well done, you've outsmarted the system, Martin.
Twitch's
you can
new
see
meta
Merton's sitting
is
on the
crazy.
stand. Merton's just sitting on the stand in court, and when he's giving his oath to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, he's got his fingers behind his back crossed. He just goes and tells huge lies.
All right, I might disappear, but I want to see what this is.
Okay. Anyway, Rob Calabrese, the Jets quarterback coach, has been
Oh.
fired.
I forgot we went pretty deep in conversation.
Oh yeah. So Calabrese has been fired. I don't like Calabrese. He's been the quarterback's coach since 2020. He was hired after the quarterback's coach that they hired initially, unfortunately passed away due to a drunk driving accident. He was not the one drunk driving. He was hit by one. Very unfortunate. They hired him. Didn't really develop Zach Wilson, to say the least. So I very much was not happy with him. I didn't like him, and I'm kind of glad he's gone. He's going to the Rams. So good
The
luck.
Rams.
Yeah, good luck, Matthew Stafford. Have fun.
That's
Yeah,
a
no,
pretty
that's
GLHF moment.
Yep. If you want to be a betting person, take the under on the Rams. This isn't betting advice. This is this is just a little speculation on my part.
Little honesty.
I mean, now they have LaFleur, and you could see the issues in the red zone from LaFleur's sort of like play scheming. He wasn't the one calling the plays, but he schemed the plays, and you could see it when
Yeah.
they got to the red zone. The Jets had the same issues when he was there. Now they're gonna have this weirdo with their quarterback. So I mean, like, good luck. Take the under.
Did your Super Bowl gamble pay off?
I didn't place any money on the Super Bowl. Did you?
You didn't take the Taylor Swift hugs Donna Kelsey, whoever who it
I
is.
did not, but someone should have bet on black for the outfit. She was wearing black. That one was a big money payout for the odds. So if anyone bet black, you're rich, maybe.
You're rich, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. It depends on how much you put down. Speaking of
Hopefully a good amount.
speaking of rich, though, The Mandalorian. Have you guys ever heard of The Mandalorian?
No.
I've heard about that.
What is that thing?
C-tier show.
On Disney Plus. Did you guys know that Star Wars is owned by Disney?
Sadly, yes.
sponsored?
Yep. There's a Disney Plus show about
We are not
man-
sponsored by them. Talk
We're
as much
not.
shit as you want.
Can you please give me an in-depth overview of what Disney is exactly? I'm not quite sure.
An entertainment company founded by
That's
Walter
what they are?
Disney.
Not that in depth, but I'll take it. Continue.
Founded by Walter Disney. Their mascot is Mickeyus Mouse. Mickey Mouse in his newest iteration just entered the the free public domain aspects. It's a big deal or something.
Oh yes.
That was a while ago. You talking about Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was just this year. It was in January. What do you mean a while ago?
Yeah, it's February.
Yeah, that
That's-
was
no, yeah, that's not that
recently in the grand scheme because Disney kept extending how long copyright took. It was them repeatedly. That's why it took so long in the first place. Anyway,
Bastards.
Disney owns Star Wars. Star Wars is making a video game.
Star Wars is bad.
Yeah, it is. No, they're making a video game though about the Mandalorian, which is a Disney Plus TV show about a bounty hunter man who looks like Boba Fett, but he isn't Boba Fett because there's a whole race of people who look like Boba Fett. But those are clones. And they're not related to the Mandalorians.
Disney is giving away its DVD and Blu-ray disc business to Sony.
Sony owns the copyright to Blu-ray, so that makes sense.
Yeah, people are like thinking of it like a little too hard. They're just literally just making more Blu-rays. That's it.
PS5 Pro.
Anyway,
I did see
Respawn
something about
Entertainment,
that.
they're making the Mandalorian video game. Respawn is famous for Titanfall 1 and 2.
Good, great
Jedi
games.
Fallen Order. And the
I
sequel,
never-
I don't remember its
Yeah.
name.
Is it just gonna be like a
an ass?
Mandalorian version of Fallen Order? Is that just what it's gonna
No,
be?
it's a first-person shooter.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a great first-person shooter. I saw that. It's kind of crazy.
interesting.
I didn't think they actually do that.
Might be interesting. Might even be a good
Yeah.
game. It'll be like
Um,
Titanfall. They also have that
maybe-
little
I-
indie project, Battle Royale, I think. You might have heard of it.
Oh my.
Have you heard of it, Merton?
No, what is it?
It's called Apex Legends.
The game that fell off super hard ever since the first season?
Maybe.
That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who plays that game. That game just makes me sad because it killed Titanfall 3.
There's a clip of so someone sent let's say veteran difficulty bots. Someone sent a swarm of bots at a player in ranked and just harassed them in multiple games. It was kind of funny,
Pretty funny.
but Apex, I don't know why it's still being played because it's terrible. Plus the fact that you can't really get new characters is awful without paying money.
You gotta play a lot.
So what you're saying is it's a really good game.
Pay to win.
I like Apex Legends just for its gunplay. It feels good. It feels like playing Titanfall. It just is not Titanfall, sadly. I just wish there was more Titanfall.
True. Now there never will be because they're making Mandalorian first-person shooter game.
Yeah.
If they just put the movement from Titanfall into this game, though, I think I'd be fine with it.
They probably will, given it's Mando and, like, you know,
He can do boost jumps and shit. He has a jetpack.
yeah.
This might be fine. It might be fine. I might even play it. Kieran might play it.
Aaron plays any game.
Unless it's Dark Souls 3.
That's his favorite game we talking about.
We should talk about that. I had a bonus last topic. Did you guys know that Elden Ring is getting DLC?
No.
No, but it should. I mean, it makes sense.
It is game. Oh, he's ending it. Yeah, it is game DLC. I saw. I'm excited.
Another game that I have to keep playing.
We known about this
Stopped
DLC
playing.
by the way for almost a year now. I think actually it's been a while since we known about this DLC. So there's been a lot of speculation that it's going to come out around the anniversary, because the anniversary is in like 5 days, by the way. They've been updating the game. How sorry, it was like, you know, on Steam you can see like when the devs update something off the Steam DB. They've been updating an unnamed DLC for a while now, and it got recently updated as well again. So yeah, it's probably coming out hopefully on the anniversary, but
Is there going to be a harder boss than that one boss that everyone was trying to beat?
I have no idea.
The
But
one with like the butterfly wings.
The butterfly wings.
Yeah,
it should be
what I'm
fun.
talking about.
They were butterfly wings. They're not wrong.
I think that's the most I've seen of that game, rather than anything else. I think I've seen people try to beat that boss.
It's a very annoying fight the first time around.
The only boss I can remember struggling with is none of the actual demigods. It was actually New Game Plus 3. That's when I actually struggled with the bosses.
Did you overcome?
I undercame.
Oh. Like Drake.
What does that mean?
That's how we're ending the episode. Say goodbye, everyone.
What?
Oh.
Say goodbye.
What does
a
that
long one.
mean?
It sure is. Bye, everyone.
See ya.